Hi everybody, and welcome to our final installment of Outdoor Playtime Adventures. Today's adventure is all about autumn. We're going to learn about some autumn leaves, and we're also going to go and look to see what kind of autumn leaves you can expect to find in your neighborhood. So join us for Autumn Leaves here at Outdoor Playtime Adventures. Let's get started.
So for this activity, all you're going to need is a blank, unlined notebook and some crayons.
So the first thing I'm going to do is go onto Google to see what kind of leaves we can expect to find in Toronto. Before you go on the computer though, make sure you have your parents' permission. So going up here, I went into Google and I searched for what leaves can you find in Toronto? And then this comes up, trees native to Toronto. And then a website, Common Tree Species Guide for Greater Toronto Area. So I'm going to click on that. And this comes up with a bunch of files, so PDF files, and it'll show you what different trees and also the leaves that you can find here in Ontario, especially here in Toronto. So Common Tree Species Guides for the Greater Toronto and Niagara region.
Now that you know what kind of leaves you can expect to find, it's time to go out and collect some of those leaves. You can go to your backyard, you can go to a local park, you can even look right down your street. So go and collect some of the leaves and make sure you collect a variety of different shaped leaves. Now that you have collected some fun and different shaped leaves, it's time to do a really fun leaf rubbing craft. So grab that blank notebook and the crayons and the leaves, and let's get started with this really fun craft. The first step in this really fun craft is to take one of the leaves that you found and place it on a table upside down. The next step is to take a piece of blank paper from your notebook and place it over top of the leaf. In our next step, while holding the piece of paper and the leaf in place, use the side of a crayon to rub across the leaf. In step 4, make sure that you color over the entire leaf. Rubbing firmly all over the leaf will show the veins and the outline of the leaf. So finally, take another leaf and repeat all of the steps to create another tracing. Use different color crayons to make a variety of different colors, and also use different shaped leaves as well and add them to your notebook. Now that you've finished tracing all of your interesting leaves that you've collected, what if you wanted to save some of these leaves? One way to preserve them is to grab a heavy book and place the leaves in between the pages of these books. A heavy book, something like an old dictionary or an old encyclopedia, or even the yellow pages. Make sure you get your parents' permission though before you start adding leaves into these notebooks.
So how did everybody do? Were you able to find some really cool and interesting leaves in your neighborhood? So as I mentioned, this is our final installment for Outdoor Playtime Adventures, but starting next week, we start a brand new series, and we're calling it Instrumental Adventures. So join us next week to find out what that's all about. Hope to see you then.